Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. I think I'm right on time today. Happy Tuesday. Oh, let's hope today goes really smoothly. The last couple of weeks have been a little rough, haven't they? Oh well, that's me, just a hot mess. Oh, so how is everybody? Isn't the weather gorgeous this week? Oh my goodness, but I hear we're going to get some more rain in here pretty soon, but that's okay. We need it. Okay, so this is what we're playing with today. The Ice Cream Swirl Bundle. What a cute bundle. And I'm happy to say it's going over. These are the dies, and we're actually going to do some die cutting today. Hopefully that goes smoothly. And there's those stamps. That ice cream swirl is so pretty. Let me show you what I did on my Casing Tuesday project this morning. I used the, what is this called? Lighter Than Air DSP. And it goes with the hot air balloon bundle. So you can cut the balloons out. But what I liked was all of the other patterns that were on here. Look at that lemon lolly. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see. That's more of that lemon lolly. But it's such a fun, happy pack of paper. I'm going to have to figure out something to do with that. That's in Pool Party with those daisies like flowers. It's just so pretty. Very springy, isn't it? I think this one is my favorite sheet. I'll show you what I did this morning. And when I get ready to show you the scrapbook layout, it's something, I use a lot of scraps for these projects. Oops, let's get these out of here. Which helps your paper go a lot further because we all have those oodles and oodles of scraps. Let me get these out of the way. This was my card from earlier this morning. Isn't that fun? When I was coloring this, I had to make sure we had chocolate ice cream in the house. That's my very favorite. But I used crumb cake Stampin' Blends on that and early espresso for the sprinkles on top. And there's the inside. I'm happy to say that the Ice Cream Swirl Bundle is carrying forward. So if it's not something you've got and you want that, you still have some time. This is from the Phrases for All stamp set. That one is retiring. Here's the envelope to this morning's card. Now let me give you a peek at what we're going to do today. We're going to create this fun fold. Isn't that cute? There's some more of that striped DSP. And that die for the ice cream cone creates a little fun shaped card. Isn't that fun? Grandkids are going to love it. And the little kids. And here's my layout that I created. Let's see. I got some glare going on with my lamps. Let's see. Is that the one? Must be this one. Okay, let me turn him to the side. All right, so this is the base is 12 by 12 basic white, and even though these strips of DSP, they're 6 by 6, by trimming them, everything here except for the Balmy Blue are 2-inch strips. So by cutting my strips and then spacing them out, it gives them the illusion of being 12 by 12 strips. And then there's that ice cream cone. Let's see if you can, oh, there's a good shot of it. Charlie loves vanilla ice cream, so that's what I had to go with. As you can see, he finished his. And then these little strips here. I based this on a sketch. It's from the Scrapbooking, or no, was it Scrapping Reflections? And they've got another Facebook page that coordinates with it where all of their sketches are held. And it only showed 2 little strips down here in the corner, and I had stamped my sweet just above this strip here, and then I dropped the stamp. So we covered it up. We gave it some extra strips. And then there's that little cherry. Isn't that cute? Hi Beth, how are you? Yes, I think just about everyone loves ice cream. This was just a fun layout to create. I used the Azure Afternoon Stampin' Write marker for my journaling, and then the ink pad for my stamps. This circle was created with the deckled circle dies. When I saw those dies when they first came out, was it last in the holiday catalog or this catalog? I can't remember which one. Too many catalogs to worry about. I thought immediately a scrapbooking, because I think the largest one is almost 5.5 inches in diameter. So let's get started today. We're going to create this card first. Oh, I need to get a trimmer. And I know when I get ready to trim this, I'm going to have Beth telling me which way to hold the paper, because last time I created one like this, I cut it the wrong way. Hang on. All right. I made sure I had everything, but I forgot the trimmer. I guess there's worse things in life. So the card base is in that the Azure Afternoon. I have a tough time with that name. And it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So I want to trim my card base down to make that flap. I want to make sure I can see my score line. So I want to cut it on the score line, and I'm going to come down. You really can't see much there, can you? Okay, does that help? There we go. So I'm going to cut it right on the score line, and I want to go down to the 3 1/4 inch mark right there. And since that bar is clear, I can see right where I'm going. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this, and I want it on the 2 inch. And I'm going to go right up to that score line. There we go. And now we have our little flap. I did it right this time, Beth. Okay, so this will get saved for something else. You know how we are. And then I have, let's go ahead and stamp and die cut our ice cream cone. I need my, let's see, here it is right here. Oh, I need the die. And I've got this, we're going to cut 2 different ones, so we're going to do both of them at the same time. This die that you see here, it only cuts these marks to give it the look of an ice cream cone, and it's a freestanding die, so I've taped it in place so that I didn't have to worry about that while we were designing today. So I'm going to stamp one side, and I'm going to die cut the other. And I'm going to use the mini, and we'll die cut the first one, and then I can know right where I'm stamping for the second one. So we're just going to lay this just like so. You know what? I may need the big one. Nope. This should be okay. All right. Set that down. Make sure he's in there. Come on. And then I'm just going to run this through. And it did die cut it. So this is going to be the other card we're going to do here shortly. Did I even show you that card? I can't remember. There's the card. Isn't that cute? Okay, so that's the base for the second card, and we'll hold that aside. And now I just want to stamp. I don't need this any longer, so we'll put this back in with my other dies, and I'm going to stamp the ice cream cone in crumb cake, and that is crumb cake cardstock. There's the cone. And I'm just going to ink this up. And we're going to stamp him right there. Okay, perfect. Now, I'll put this aside because we don't need that. I'm going to make sure to get him centered. Move him up. Put him, am I in the shot? I am, just barely. And I'll lay our other plate on there. And that's all we're going to need this for today. Oops. You know what? I'm going to use this little tape so it doesn't move. Okay. Okay, just going to set that aside. That's we will need this for the cherry here shortly, so we'll just set him aside for the moment and pull the trimmer back out because I'm going to cut this right at the score line on the ice cream cone. You can see it's right there, and then that will be the focal point for our card. There we go. And even if it's not straight, it's going to be hidden by the ice cream anyway, so we're good. Okie dokie. I need to grab some grid paper because part of it is going to be adding some yellow ink to our lemon lolly layer. All right. Let's set that aside for a minute. We're going to glue these guys, create our ice cream cone first. And I've die cut the large portion of the ice cream in basic white. And then this is in lemon lolly. You can almost taste the lemon. And you only need a little bit. And I found that the liquid glue worked best with this. Move him out of the way. Okay. Now we'll come through and add him on there. Just like that. I'll slide him over a little bit. Give him a second to dry. And then you could actually use seal on the back of the ice cream, but since we've already got this out, we'll finish using this guy up. And we'll add him to the ice cream cone like so. And there's our cone. Isn't that cute? Love it, love it, love it. All right, now I'm going to add some lemon lolly with a dauber. You can absolutely use the blending brushes if you wanted, but I just happen to have that sitting at my desk, and I thought, well, let's just use this because these are still available. You've got every confidence in me. Thank you, Beth. Sometimes I wonder about myself, though. Okay, so I don't want to start right on the cardstock. I want to come off. It makes it a softer blending onto the cardstock. And this is just giving it some extra depth and breaking up some of that yellow that the ice cream has. And then we can stamp our sentiment and add our ice cream cone and assemble our card. I just love this yellow. It's so bright and cheery. It's much brighter than Daffodil Delight. Okay, so there's that. Isn't that pretty? We'll go ahead and do the inside layer as well. And you really see it on the white. And basically I did this, the inside, so that it brought in the outside of the card to the inside. Does that make sense? And you could go in as far as you wanted with your sponging. But you can see on the back of, on that grid paper why I wanted this out here. I didn't want to do that on my tabletop. Okay, so that's done. Put this away. That's all we need the yellow for. Now we need the Azure Afternoon. And we're going to stamp. Nope, where did I put those? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, they're underneath everything else. We're going to stamp Yum Yum, and I have funny to tell you. When I first saw this in the stamp case, I thought it said Mooey Mooey. I know, bless her heart. Okay, so this is going to go right down in the corner, just like that. And then the inside is going to have Hope Your Day is Sweet. We're going to stamp him right there. The stamping for this card is done. So now let's put them together. Let's see, I know I have some stamp and seal here. There we go. All these little layers. This is for the envelope. Okay, so one of the things I tried, well, on this first card, my sample card, I think I just got lucky. And it's kind of hard to tell. I guess it doesn't really matter. When I added this layer, this little 2-inch layer of Designer Series paper, it completely matched the back side. Let's see if I can get it just like that. So that's a continuation. Although you're not really going to see it, I guess, being that we've got that front layer on. So this is a 2x4-inch piece of Designer Series paper. I'm going to, uh-oh, you know what I did? I cut that too short. All right. I said 3 1/4, and I cut it at 3 1/2. So Beth, I didn't do a very good job, but we can fix this. We're going to cut this down to 1 3/4, and we should fit just fine. So do as I say, not as I do. Ah, there we go. Nobody's going to be the wiser. All right. So now we're going to add the larger layer to the inside of the card. Like so. And this is a 4 by 5 1/4-inch piece. We'll add well, let's put him down first at the rate I'm going. So you just want to add adhesive just at the bottom so that you don't end up closing your card and adhering it shut, just like that. Okay, now this guy's going to go right behind. I'm about to run out of adhesive too. Stick him in here, like so. See how that hides? This guy's going to get added with dimensionals. So Beth, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Mine is definitely chocolate. Okay, so he's going to get put on right here. And he is going to stick up a little bit, but that's all right. And then we're going to add some of those dots. Did I bring those out? Nope, they're right here. These are those adhesive back, rainbow adhesive backed dots. Aren't they pretty? Very springy. Okay, so here is We're going to use the blue ones. I'm going to put one there, one up here, one down here. Card is done. Not too bad. And then the envelope, you know, a lot of times I'll do a whole piece of Designer Series paper across that envelope flap. But I wanted to use up the strips and show that it doesn't have to be a full piece. Just a strip works just fine. And we'll trim that. And the first card is done. Let's clean up some of our mess here. That went pretty smoothly. I know, don't put that out there, Lori. We're not done yet. Alright, so there's our first card. And the envelope's over there, that's okay. We'll move on from that. Alright, so the second one, not a whole lot going on with this card, but it's so cute. I do want to stamp and color that cherry and die cut that first. I'm going to stamp that cherry in Memento Black since I'm going to color with my Stampin' Blends. Let's stamp him, just throw him right there. And the Memento. Again, using up scraps. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to use, I'm going to get my grid paper over here because I don't want to color on that. I'm going to use Pecan Pie for the stem. I'm going to use Sweet Sorbet, Petal Pink, and the Color Lifter. So, move these guys out of the way. And you're wondering why I'm going to use Petal Pink. Well, you know how the, what are they, the Rainier, the Washington Rainier cherries, they're kind of got a pink hue to them. Well, that's what's going to show when we get done. So I'm just going to color just at the top. I'll come through with my light and just color in here like so. Can you hear my wind chimes? I got the door open. It's so pretty outside. And then I'm going to take my dark. Just going to give it some highlights down at the bottom. Now, which the cherry looks really good just like that, doesn't it? But I wanted to get it kind of a variegated look to it, so I'm going to take my color lifter and I'm just going to go across it just like this. And basically what it does is it floods the image. See the difference? I thought that turned out really cute. Okay. We're done with that. We're done with the blends. We'll put them away so we got some room here. Now we're going to die cut the cherry. Bring this guy back out. Get the little, gonna need, you know what, I think this is going to be too wide for that. So we're just going to come through, cut that. And open this guy up. It always sounds so loud when I open it next to the phone, at least to me anyway. Now we'll set him on here. I don't know what to do with my tape, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Just lay him down easily. Run that through. Put the die away so we don't lose that. And there's our cherry. Isn't that cute? I love the kind of variegated look to it. All right, set him aside. Now we'll finish putting our card together here. Let's see, here is the chocolate and our envelope. Where's my die cut piece? I know we die cut that earlier. What did I do with it? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Oh, some things never change, do they? Okay. Now it scores that fold line, but it's very faint. So I'm going to use my bone folder to make that crease a little more prominent. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Then we'll do our stamping together first and be done with that. Okay, so I want my early espresso ink pad, and we're going to use the Banners Pick-a-Punch, and this is sadly retiring. It was still available this morning, excuse me, when I was finishing up my blog post. But things are flying off the shelves. So if that's something that's on your wish list and you haven't gotten it yet, I suggest getting it now, today. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that under there and make sure I've got it centered. Okay. So there's one side. We're going to stamp the word thanks. And I'm going to stamp that right next to the other flagged, or to the flagged end. Excuse me. Yep, it's spring. I can feel it. Everything's so green, but all of that pollen just kills me. Okay. So I'm just going to punch this corner. Excuse me. I shouldn't say corner, it's an edge. And then he's going to get added to the card front. And then the inside, it's going to say for everything. And we're just going to stamp that right there. I thought about trying to die cut some white to go on the inside, but it's like, nah. It's a thank you card. It's okay. All right, so we're going to glue our chocolate swirls on here. And just add a little bit. I'm going to add him here. These go together pretty fast once everything is die cut. Some more glue here. Stick it on here. Add our little cherry. I'm going to stick him right here. Okay. Add this to the front, like so. Whoops, he kind of moved. And then some more of those dots. I think this time I'm going to put some of the blue ones on. Oops, let's put him up here. And then a little blue one right there. And guess what? Oh, we forgot to stamp the envelope. I want the having a sweet day. So get that. Well, no major catastrophes today, so that's pretty good. Okay. Dun da da da. Okay, let's clean this up so you can see what we created. Those dots are going forward in the next catalog, which, by the way, is coming out next month. Okay, so we have this and this and this. What do I do with the other envelope? Oh, it's up here. I took a picture of it earlier. There's the other envelope. So what do you think? I think I like the blue dots better than the Calypso Coral. But that's just me because I'm a blue girl. And then our lemon ice cream. If I can get this picked up. So even though that front is a little bit shorter, it doesn't take away from it at all. Isn't that cute? Dun, da, da, da. Okay, here, I'll show you. I can't open the inside yet. I probably ought to open this up. I went and had it bound there. That's probably a little bit easier on the eyes. Isn't that cover beautiful? I know there were some people that had a tough time saying, oh, I would never stamp outside, but I think it's more just talking about gathering in general, although you do see that they are crafting, but I just love this cover. If you don't have a catalog, there's the ones who are not demonstrators. I did send out a few to my customers that were not local, and for those that are local, I'll have them in the studio in time for April Club. You can pick them up then. If you don't have one and you're not local, just reach out and I will make sure you get one. Thank you so very much for stopping by today. I appreciate you spending time with me in my little world, and it wasn't too painful today. I hope you all have a good rest of your week. Take care, and if you've got time, get inky. Bye. Oh, that finish button went away. I just saw it. Stupid thing. All right, close your eyes. We're going to try to do this again. I don't know why it does that. Oh, there it goes. Bye.